Hi guys, welcome. Thank you for taking the time to be here. We've tried to do a simulcast, but it's it's sort of not working out. So we shifted to Facebook Live. I want to check whether we're having a good live feed on Facebook so that we can continue on. The simulcast was not working. Come on, wake up, computer. Ha. Yeah, so thank you for taking the time to be here. I just want to go through Coronaconomics, the series we've just covered, and kind of let you in on what we're going to be doing in the coming days and weeks. Because as we head into the next 21 days of quarantine, it's better that we come out from this much stronger than before. I want to say thanks for all the support we've been getting from people who have been viewing our videos. I just went straight live to Facebook because YouTube brought some errors. The broadcast software could not finish, and we couldn't broadcast that way. It was not going to work. So we moved straight to Facebook, and I think the next best thing to do is to have a Zoom session, possibly next Sunday. We can decide to do a live simulcast as a Zoom session because of all those services. I think I've been able to do Zoom pretty well. So Coronaconomics. This is let me get my notes, and I always have my notes. Yeah. So Coronaconomics it's the economics of the coronavirus. It's what happens when coronavirus is the norm. Right now it's still a pandemic, it's still new, but when it becomes the norm and it becomes the what do you call it? It becomes the normal life. Corona economics will set in, and what that means is that we're going to have a change in our economy. It's going to affect how we do our jobs. It's going to affect who we work with, how we work with them. It's going to affect social distancing. It's going to affect a lot of things. And because of that, the economics of coronavirus are important for you to understand and sort out. First things first, we actually covered that. We covered the 10 things that the coronavirus has taught us, whereby we found that we are all the same, and you see all the list of all the episodes is there. So you'll find that what the coronavirus has brought to the table is that we realize that we're all the same. We realize that we all suffer like everyone else suffers, and because of that, because of the coronavirus, we shall have to emerge from it victorious and also thriving as a business and as a family and as a life. First things first, according to the economists, we're going to lose a lot of jobs. We're going to have a very steep economic downturn, largely because the coronavirus will really put a hamper on supply chains. It will put a hamper on employment spaces, office spaces, people working from home, people working in offices, transportation. It's going to affect everything. And as usual, when the economy is affected, cost of living goes up, cost of commodities goes up. But we are grateful at the moment that we've managed to keep the cost of life manageable, largely because it's been sort of that, goods and services, especially here in Kenya, have been able to be moved in and out of the country safely. As you can see, when we talked about the let me go through that. Yeah, good. I'm getting there. When we went through the Coronaconomics, we noted that according U.S. unemployment went down. They've lost about 20 million jobs. The EU GDP has contracted by about 7.5%, which is equivalent to 1.41 trillion euros. According to government responses, 80% of wages will be paid by the UK government for the UK people, and 3 trillion euros will be sought by the Europeans to help support their economies. According to the job losses, it's expected that 33 million people lose their jobs in the US so far because they're asking for unemployment benefits. India at 122 million, UK will shrink by 35%, and Spain is losing almost 1 million jobs. It's expected that 50% of jobs in Africa will also be lost, and this is due to an AU study, which is almost about 20 million jobs, and air travel will suffer losses of about 113 billion. According to a Citon report about Kenya, the impacted areas are tourism, agriculture, manufacturing, and health, while the areas which are moderately affected are wholesale, retail, finance and insurance, construction, and professional services. The Kenyan GDP, will according to that report, will shrink between 10 and 25%, which is the equivalent of between 8.79 billion USD to 21.98 billion USD. We went through the causes of Coronaconomics, where we covered the over-reliance on the cheaper supply chain, realizing that for the most part, we have negated our own industries by pumping up the supply chains of other economies, by buying cheap goods, bringing them over, selling them against manufacturing them in-house. It has also led to a deterioration in our industries and also a lack of ingenuity, because most finished goods don't have any originality, they're just copies and imitations. We have also relied heavily on the government to take care of us and the private sector, and it's about time we should put our hands together and pull up our socks and do something about it. We should get out from the handout mentality where we are always asking for stuff to the hand-up mentality where we need help to get on our feet so that we can continue the path to success. We covered one of the solutions being self-reliance, and we covered that food self-reliance, the ability to grow your own food, buy your own food, order your own food, have some food. Transport self-reliance, because in the post-corona environment, matatus will carry less passengers, means fare will go up. You would rather save and possibly get like a piki or something like that to get you through and from work. Communication self-reliance, the ability to carry your own connection, make sure you're able to connect, to stay online, stay available. Energy self-reliance means you can be able to have, like, look towards going green, having your own solar panel, batteries, that kind of thing. And an enterprise self-reliance, where you can be able to generate your own business and create your own business as well. Second day, we talked about making your business into an essential service, realizing that essential services get perks. Now, if your business is an essential service, you will be able to cover a lot of ground in terms of commodities, customers, and also the ability to serve people. Essential services will survive the COVID economic problems. So build your business as an essential service, a service that your clients will miss if it's missing and will need when they're running. Add technology. We are proud to have technologies available today to get your business online at minimal cost. Even some of them are free. I pointed out that business like on.ke, which gives you, if you are web savvy, you can actually log in and set up your own account for free, or you can pay a little setup fee and somebody will do that for you. And also there is a full package which you can upload your products, your services, whatever you do, set up inquiries, connect your customers, let them talk to you and you talk back to them, and spread, market. All the things that you could do with that platform is way bigger than what it shows. So adding technology to your business is going to make you more viable. And on the last day, we covered the RRI: renovate, refurb, and innovate. At the end of it all, before the COVID economy starts, which is after the lockdowns and the business opens, let me point out a few things. Ask yourself the question: can your business operate in a socially distancing environment? If your business cannot operate in a socially distancing environment, then it will have a problem operating in future. If you can't distance if you are entertaining crowds and you're uncontrolled masses, then you know very well that the spread of the virus is much higher in close quarters. Number 2, can you deliver your products over the net via safe delivery methods? Can somebody order for your goods and you deliver it to them safely? Because of the way packages are traveling these days, a lot of them are being sterilized, they're being disinfected upon arrival, and it's usually good to start looking at your business and the products that you sell or move around to be packaged in such a way that you be to be packaged in such a way that you are able to bring your business with you, and when your products arrive on the other side, they are disinfected, they are clean, and the client can feel safe handling them. Do you have an online presence? In this time, it's not just a Facebook page. It's not just a Facebook page or sorry, I'm trying to bring somebody on. Yeah, it's not just a Facebook page, and it's not just anything. It's usually the ability to have what am I saying? It's usually the ability to have a presence online. People are able to see you, people are able to know who you are known online. Because nowadays, the online reputation of people is rising, because now door-to-door campaigns, flyers, you can't do those things. You can't give people brochures, because you know what? Virus is spread in contact. So you have to now move your marketing and your business presence onto the internet, whereby you have online flyers, online brochures, things that are safe for the client to look at without fearing the possibility of infection. Remember that recent statistics have shown that major carriers, I'm talking about airlines, because Kenya is a tourist destination, and even in fact the city of Mombasa, where I live, is a big tourist destination. One thing remember is this: there is a lot going on right now in terms of airlines. Europe is opening to itself so that people can have summer vacations. We already told that in the month of May and June, like this month, even the football leagues are opening, so most people are going to be involved in coming out of this corona crackdown that is going on. And thank you, Edgar, thank you, Jane, for joining in. And it's one of those things you remember that before the end of the month of May, we're going to see a gradual opening of economies globally. Lufthansa have already announced that by the end of June, they'll be doing 100 destinations. Italy will open up its airspace by early June. Everybody is targeting early June, the month of June, to open up the economies. Because you know what? Lockdowns are not permanent. You cannot be locked down forever. And therefore, your business, your enterprise needs to be tuned to the oncoming Coronaconomics, because that's the economy you're going to get into. And if you don't fine-tune your business, if you don't make your business an essential service, if you don't find self-reliance in your enterprise, if you don't add technology in your enterprise, and if you don't refurb, that is refurbish, renovate, or innovate your business, you will find yourself trapped in the past. The corona pandemic has reset the world clock. It's like a world war. It has reset the clock. Everything we do is now going to be different. From the way we fly, to the way we live, to the way we work, to the things we do, and the places we go. My challenge to you is to remember that people are more important than things. As we've covered in the previous episodes, where on Labor Day we talked about the fact that after all the profits are counted, after all the assets are added up, after all the balance sheets looks great for the boss, one thing is for certain: you couldn't have done it without people. The corona pandemic has taught us one lesson. Not only are we the same, is that people matter. And how you treat people, and how you keep your friends, and how you grow your business, it's a person-to-person endeavor. We have to relearn the way to do business again. So no more sly phone calls, because you can't meet the person. You can't book an appointment. You can't do coffee together, because it's different. You'll have to socially distance. Even if you go somewhere, no close quarters. It's interesting how the next economy is going to be. And therefore, as we wrap up the challenge of this series of Coronaconomics, which we have been covering the whole week, my challenge to you is to remember that the world still goes on. Once the economy is open, they want to trade. They don't care how you do it. They want you to keep the distance, fulfill the conditions, operate within the parameters that the coronavirus has set, and deliver on your promises. So this life of excuses that, I don't know, I didn't know, I don't know. Please, in the next generation of businesses, you need to be efficient, clean, and on time. We saw how our flowers were rotting in Amsterdam because they were in lockdown. A small, invisible virus stopped the world. Remember that. So I want to thank you guys for being here. It wasn't meant to be long. It was a test simulcast with almost 25, 26 minutes. We're coming to a close. We've tried all the technology we can. Some of it works, some of it doesn't work. Skipping, but I decided let me settle on Facebook and just run the video there so that it can be done. At least I can say we have tested a simulcast, and we can do this every Sunday after we complete a series. So the next series is going to be about mental health, because the next big pandemic is a pandemic of mental health. The way people have been affected by this coronavirus situation, it has affected people's mental psyche, it has affected what they believe, who they believe in, it has affected their faith, their belief in themselves, their belief in the future. And this coming week, we're going to focus on Coronamentals. Maybe that's the title, but we're going to focus on the mental health of people once Corona is become our new normal. So I urge you all just to take time, be there, drop your questions, especially on Facebook now. This is on Facebook. Drop your questions there, and we'll cover them during the week. It's one big subject that requires some attention. While everyone's looking at the number of people who are infected, they're not looking at the number of people who are affected. So we're going to deal with the people who are affected by the virus, not infected by it. So have a good night, God bless, and have a good week, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, and thank you for your time.